Alright guys, so what you just saw was a bunch of YouTube videos from CSN. CSN is an up-and-coming news, or gaming news website and organization, doing interviews, coverage, and tournaments like what you're about to see tonight. So right now, we do need to wait until the GSL COTH group selections finish. We are waiting for the IM coach to come to the GOM TV house so that we can actually organize everything that's going on. But in the meantime, we'll give you a little bit of coverage of what the foreigners in the guest house actually think about the upcoming matches that we're going to do. What we have right now is FXO Moonglade, actually. Let's put up a little...
Oh my god! First of all,
there you go.
comb your hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
Alright. So, and Kelly Milkies is here, the previous COTH caster and a caster aficionado. So take it away.
Okay. What am I saying? Anything?
So,
Okay.
so, do you guys know? Do you guys know who is starting first?
Who is
for your
starting?
team?
I think we discussed it semi on the way here from the GOM CDA.
Hello.
And can you hear me? Hello?
Right, this is going to be an issue. One sec.
Okay.
He can hear you and he can talk, but you can't hear him.
Okay.
There we go.
This is not very good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. So, I mean, do you guys know who you are setting up first?
We discussed it a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure. It's either gonna be like maybe TT1 or I have no idea. We need to discuss it some more.
So, I mean, how much are you guys looking to take out? Do you think someone can all QIM?
That would be quite a feat. I think we can do very well and maybe win for sure. We got some good Zerg vs Zerg players. Like Demago is really good, obviously, killing Nesty before. So we're kind of ready for like Lastira or Nesty or whoever they play. They're probably the biggest threats. I guess there's MVP, but I'm not sure if they're gonna play him or not. Yeah. So I think we will do pretty well.
Okay. Have you watched the GSL thing?
The
The GSL
COTH?
group picking?
Yeah. I did.
What do you think is the hardest group, or the group that gives you most surprise?
I think the hardest group will be the group with Fort Terrence. TBT seems pretty lame, but yeah. I honestly cannot remember any of the groups. So
Group A has like 3 OGS members. They have OGS The Win, OGS MC, and OGS Supernova. So, what do you think
Wow.
about that?
that's bad luck for OGS, I guess. Did an OGS member choose another OGS member?
So, you are staying in Korea for quite some time, so we will be seeing you in a lot of the GSL matches, right?
Well, I'll certainly try to qualify for more GSL. So yeah, that's the goal. And see what happens. See how I play.
Okay. What do you think about? Were you surprised that they actually picked Hug the last? Because I think he himself was actually quite thinking that, oh, they are going to pick me first for sure.
I'm not sure the reason why they picked him last. Maybe they're scared to play a foreigner like that. Maybe it's kind of like someone they don't want a chance to lose to or something. I'm not sure.
Alright, I'm going to jump in here and ask the next question. There's a lot of requests in the stream for you to cut your hair.
Let me ask the stream to see if they
you
have
get an
questions.
all kill,
Kelly can't hear you. She's asking me. But cut my hair.
if you
Why?
get an all kill today, will you cut your hair?
Sure. Okay. Yes, I will. Don't know why you'd want me to cut this out there.
Oh yeah, so last night 3 out of the 4 Zergs in the house were practicing and streaming. Now that there are a lot of foreigners in the house, does that like motivate? I mean, do you guys motivate each other to play, or is it just purely you wake up in the morning, you go up and you see, oh, everyone is playing, I have to play? What is the general attitude?
Yeah, it's very motivating to have a lot of players in the house playing constantly, and it's really cool to see more Zerg players playing and get some ideas and inspiration. And yeah, I feel very motivated at the moment with a house full of players compared to what this place is usually like. It's very different and very nice.
Dear Moonglade, Manet Gosu from Texas wants to know what your biggest frustration with StarCraft is. Although I already know the answer. Okay, wait, say that again.
Force field.
So following that, what do you want to see in a new patch?
The removal of Protoss. No. I don't know. Maybe slight change to Protoss in some way to make it more fair. Maybe change 4-gate a bit. That's a pretty lame strategy that works against every race at the moment. And it makes for very boring games. Yeah, some change. Protoss seems extremely strong at the moment. Too strong.
Do you know, Heart of the Swarm might be coming out sometime in the future. What new units do you want to see in the add-ons? Or maybe old units like
Lurker and
Lurkers?
Scourge.
So basically it's Zerg units that you want to see.
Oh yes, very much.
Okay. Is anyone else planning to stay in the house even after the world invites? Like after all this is over?
I don't think anyone has any plans to stay here for a while. They're all going home on Sunday, but I'll be here still. But I think some want to come back in the future, but nothing's for sure.
Okay. Just looking at the question. TT1 wants to ask you, why is it that all the QQ Zergs in the Gom TV house wins all of their Zerg versus Protoss games?
Sen said it best when he said they are Chobo.
A little bit of censorship there for you guys that don't know Korean. Chobo.
What is your
equals
favorite?
newbie.
I mean, you've seen so many games. Have you ever seen any game in GSL this season so far that made you go like, wow, that was a really good game?
I think there were some really good games in the COTH finals from last season. Is that what you mean? Any amazing games? Yeah. Like the Lysira vs Supernova were really cool games, and I was like, wow, how is Lysira so damn good? And how does he destroy mass tanks with mass banelings? I don't know. Awesome.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Group E in the nomination. So Group E had Sen, the Jose Sen, and there's Jinro, Clyde, and Clyde was between picking Huck and Nasty. So Jinro said, how much money do you want me to give you to not pick Huck? And in the end, Clyde actually picked Nasty, and he said all along he wanted to pick Nasty.
I see. That is quite a hard group. I don't know why you'd pick Nasty over Huck, but maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe Nasty's in a slump or something. Who knows? It's very strange.
Okay. Looking at other groups, I think one of the easiest group would be Group B. There is Top, Rainbow, Bune, and SC.
That sounds like easier than the other groups for sure. Though it's all TBT, so it's very lame.
Okay. I mean, plus they pick each other, so they wanted to play TBTs. Apparently they feel that TBT is easier than TVP, And the only Zergs left to pick was actually Losira and Nasty.
Yeah, it's probably a good choice then. And it's just one matchup to practice, so it'll be a lot easier.
I don't know why, but they want me to ask you, what do you think about One Limit Roach?
Great idea. I would love that. Bring it back. Come on, Blizzard.
Have you been using Infestus much lately?
ZVT, yes. I've tried it against Protoss a few times, but I can't get it to work, and it seems like Templars just counter them, and yeah, they're just not cost effective or that useful. You need like 4 or 5 fungals to stop a group of stalkers, which is absolutely pointless and impossible.
How much time do you spend doing your makeup?
Not long. It takes like a minute or two to do makeup. Then it's like maybe like 10, 15 minutes to do the hair, I guess. It's not me doing it.
What do you think about Korean music?
Korean music?
K-pop.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's different for sure. Very weird. It's alright.
What about Korean girls? It's the chat. They asked me to.
Alright. They're very pretty. A lot of them are pretty.
TT1 is stalking behind you. Maybe
I
you
can
should
see.
talk to him a little bit about Protoss balance. So, while you have been in Korea, what player has made the biggest
I don't want
impression
to
on
talk.
you?
I'm antisocial.
By the way
Liz is much more social
that you
than
have
me.
been acting,
Should
I
talk.
would assume is Losira.
Kelly's asking you questions.
Okay.
Um,
So Moonglade, you just...
Sorry, one sec.
What? Is Kelly asking me questions?
They're talking to me. What are we doing?
You cannot multitask.
Is Kelly asking me questions or not?
No, she asked me. TT1 doesn't want to talk.
Alright, well, I'm gonna jump in and just
He has
give you
no
guys a
right to
status
talk. He
update.
is Protoss.
So,
No, I'm kidding.
what you will be
What do you
seeing in a
think-
little bit.
Okay,
No,
he wants
one
to
sec.
ask you.
Sorry, Torch wants to speak. Then you
Okay,
can't
sure.
hear him. This is very mixed up.
What you guys will be seeing in a little bit is a Clash of the Houses season or week 1. It will be the IM House versus the World AllStars that are living in the GumTV Foreigner House for a little while. They're here for the World Championship. Sorry for the delay. We were supposed to start an hour ago, but scheduling is kind of dependent on GumTV's Code S group selection broadcast. So we need to wait
So,
for some of those people to come to the house
I'm not
so we can
sure
actually get
if-
started. And Kelly can't hear me, so one sec. So yeah, bear with us for a little bit. Let us know if there's anything that you want to be seeing in the meantime. We got all the foreigners here. They can do interviews for you guys. They can dance on camera, or we can start some just show match games if you'd like to see that as well. Just let us know what you want, and we can make it happen.
Yes. Yeah. Am I still on the screen? Can they? Oh, okay. Can they hear me still? Hey everyone, just chill out. So good.
So, are we gonna do show matches?
I'm not sure. I don't know what's going. I should probably take the headphone off. Maybe. Thank you. Team World.
Is that a flag? Wow, I can't believe you guys actually have a real flag.
Yeah, we stole it when we
You stole
played the
it?
team league. Yeah, White Raw like wrapped it up and put it around his shoulders and walked out.
Is Sam
Shout out to
actually...
Del. You suck, though. What were you gonna say, Kelly?
Is Sam actually there?
Sen? Yeah, he's there. He's talking to someone in Chinese.
How do you feel about everyone in general in the house? Like, can you let me know in particular each player in the house? Is there any weird habits they have?
Sned snores really loudly and no one can sleep. But everyone is really cool. Like, I actually like everyone a lot in the house. They're all great people and great to play games with. Like, if this was a team right now, it would be an amazing team because everyone gets along so well. And it's just a lot of fun having them here. And it's going to be very sad when they go. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with these guys. Every single one of them.
Who is your Zerg brother?
Demoga and Sen. And of course, Morrow. Mostly Demoga there because I sit next to him. And he helped me with his Infestor strat, ZVT. He's been kind of coaching me if I start doing it and he sees me doing it. He shouts at me and, make this, make that. Yep. So, it's good.
Do you guys have any special strategy coming in for people who are watching? Like,
Special strategy?
any special strats?
Maybe the Infestor strat. It's really strong. If Tamaga gets to play a Terran, he'll probably use it, and it's really, really cool. And I can do it too, but not as well. It's very cool. Besides that, against we got some cheeses, ZVP, like some Baneling, Zergling drops, or some other stuff. But that's probably all the special strats we have that I can think of at the moment. Should I take the headset off now? Should I go? That's not the right attitude, TT1.
Are we doing another interview?
I'm not sure. Hang on, I'm gonna take the headset off. But I'm sure Torch will talk to you in a sec. Be right back.
What? Do we have an ETA? No. What? I don't know about the IM, he doesn't know where he is. Oh. Alright, so you guys know Doa is now back at the house. The COTH group selection has finished, but we still do need to wait for the IM coach to get here so that we can get the whole contact information and get the matches started.
Can we get Sen?
What do you want with Sen?
Of Taiwan fans.
Sen is currently on camera and running away from camera. Do you want to ask him questions?
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to, there are so many Mandarin people on my stream chat.
Here's Sen.
No? I'm going to wash my hair. No. Me first? Yes, go. Why? No, just talk to camera. Put headset on. Kelly's there. Talk to her. 你好.
Hey, 你好.
Sen, 你好.
Hey, 你好 Kelly, 你好.
那好多你台湾的粉丝都在看啊，他们。
哇，真的吗？
你去到哪里，他们都跟
大家问个好。
Okay, so Sen wants to say hi to all his Taiwan fans. 那他们要告诉你，你好多第二名啊，你自己有发现吗？
什么第二名？
对啊，他们说你有好多第二名。
什么好多第二名？我不懂。
就是你比赛啊。
没有吧？很多我连第二名都还没到好像是第一轮就被淘汰。
Well, so they want to ask him, his Taiwan fans wants to ask him, how come he has so many second places? But he says, well, he doesn't realize it, but he would work
等一下
好的
，K，我可以问一下吗？现在是
对啊
现在是要干嘛？现在是要采访是不是？
对啊，
嘿，我要先去洗头好吗？我这样没办法在镜头上表现最好的一面。对啊，
不用吧？
莫名其妙就被透取抓过来，真是鸡掰。没有，
你干嘛说坏话？
口误。
He wants to go and wash his hair because he says he can't present himself in this way. 那你台湾的粉丝都不管啊，他们说他们都习惯了。So, his Taiwan fans say it doesn't matter. 这样你有什么要跟大家说的吗？在他们问你之前。
就大家好喽。你再过3天吧，就回台湾了。
He says hi to everyone, and he would be going back to Taiwan in 3 days.
所以谁是第一棒啊？打那个 IN。
再问你嘛，你们都还没有决定吗？
我不知道因为我刚才在讲 Skype， 然后我讲完就准备要去洗头，根本不知道现在是什么情况。
He wants to ask if they actually know who is playing first because he was actually on Skype and
What fuck are you doing?
哎呦我弟
抱歉，我不知道在录影。
那没关系啊。Well, he's trying a lot. 那他们想问你，你最想对哪一位啊？
随便吧，我觉得就是好玩嘛，对不对
？Okay. Well, they wanted to ask him who he wants to play first, and he says he's fine with playing anyone. 那你昨晚不是打 MKP 吗
？MKP？ 哦，对啊。
有赢吗？
差一点就赢了。
一场而已吗？
对啊，打一场表演赛。对啊。
Okay, so Sen actually played Marine King Prime yesterday because MKP was at the Gom House doing some stuff with the Korean casters, and Sen played another match with him. And apparently, Sen said he was very close to winning, but he still lost. 他们问你晚一点会拜人品吗？会排字吗？
这个前提是要在赢的前提下，对啊。如果我可以的话，那再看看。
Okay, they wanted to ask him if he would do a ceremony, because if he wins, he usually does ceremony by actually putting hatches down or forming words with his units or buildings. So, 那怎么你们每次都在问鸡排的问题啊？能够问别的问题吗？
我看不到对话，他们又问鸡排，没有，他们会问是因为我太喜欢吃了，对啊。
Okay. They always ask him about his chicken chop because he likes to eat chicken chop a lot. And every time the Taiwan fans come in, they always ask him if he eats that. And apparently, if he eats it, he would win. And they say because he hasn't been eating chicken chop in Korea, which is why he hasn't been winning. 那你觉得 MKP 会赢 GSL World Invites 还是 MVP？
我不知道反正没有虫族，我没兴趣。
They ask him who would win GSL. Would it be MVP or MKP? And he says he doesn't know, but he is seriously not interested because there is no Zergs in the final.
You win? Oh. You see? Proto Simba.
Proto Simba.
我们所以现在是谁先打？我是蛮想去洗个头，因为刚回来，对啊。
那你去吧。
Okay.
Okay, he's going to wash his hair, so someone else is coming to sit in the hot seat. And yes, that's the only English he knows. Protos Imba.
Okay, go. Hey guys, sorry again for taking so long. We are still waiting on the IM coach to come to the GUM TV house. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. And then once he comes, then we'll figure out who they're putting out first. The first map will be Tal'Darim Altar, the GSL version, I believe. And then the map pool that we will be using will be the GSL World Championship Team League map pool. At the moment, it's set to be a 5 versus 5 team Winners League format, but that might have to be extended depending on who actually wants to play. So we might actually get an 8v8. the more encouragement you guys can give, the more you can pester Jinro and Huck, the higher chances are that we can actually get them to play. So in the meantime, we'll be providing interviews from the GumTV guest house, whatever you guys are looking for to see. Let us know what you do want to see, and we can make that happen. If you just want some downtime, head over to www.youtube.com/CyberSportsNetwork, where you can see a lot of interviews that are done by CSN, see what they're all about. From what's up there right now is from MLG Dallas and PAX East, a more casual gaming convention. But there will be a lot more coming in the future of pro gaming interviews, as well as show matches and tournaments like this. So, let's see. Sen doesn't have a shirt on now. Let's not go to camera. Okay. You guys want an interview of Karn? People are asking for an interview with you. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody does.
Oh.
What? It's not on?
Torch is like the... Alright. Hello, everybody. This is Doa. I am here with none other than Karn, a face that many of you probably recognize, but many of you probably don't know a whole lot about. But we are going to find out more about Karn right now. Isn't that right, Karn?
Exactly.
Alright, so first of all, where are you from, and what brought you to South Korea to play StarCraft 2?
So I come from France, and I came in South Korea in October, I think, for the GSL 2 qualifiers. And the only reason I came was to play StarCraft and get as good as I could, because I didn't play StarCraft 1 before, so I didn't have any connection in Europe. Like I knew some people, notably the AllStars, who was the only guy I was able to play with in Europe. So I didn't have any practice, so I couldn't really get better, and I really wanted to because I really loved the game when I started playing it. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to the GSL and try to qualify and see how well I could do.
Okay, cool. So you play Terran, right?
Yeah.
And I would so the next question I got for you then is compared to how you were when you got here to how you are now, where would you say your skill level is at? Now I've seen you take games off some of the top pros in Korea. A lot of people don't know this, but I've seen you beat a lot of these guys on the ladder at least. But I don't know a whole lot about how you were when you got here. So talk a little bit about that for us, will you?
I wasn't really anywhere when I got here, honestly. It's like I was playing sometimes in some... I won like some small French cups or something, but that was about it. It's like I was playing Go for C2s and stuff and wasn't really getting farther than like... I think my best performance when I came here in Europe was like getting like to the round of 8 in some Zoda Cup. So that was it. I wasn't really solid. I was just learning the game, so I wasn't really that good. And I don't think I'm that good yet anymore. Even if you say I'm taking games off, because I mean, you still need to put results in order for it to matter. So that's I think that's where I would. I was really just learning the game back then when I came, basically.
Okay, so you tried to qualify this. You didn't quite make it, but you got farther than any other foreigners. So. More inspiration to keep trying for next time, right? Now, I'm going to ask you about tonight, though. You're playing tonight, right? No, you're not playing tonight? All right. So how do you think these guys are going to do then against IM?
They're going to destroy IM. I'm calling it right now. The same way I called Marinke was going to kill MC, and I called that Moongate was going to get to at least the semifinals of the IM, and the same way I called. What's the last one I called? Shit. Oh yeah, Dimaga. I called Dimaga to beating Nesty. So they'll destroy IM tonight too.
All right. Well, sorry for the distraction. We've got Sen wanting some hot water for his shower, but it's all good now. But yeah, I think they're going to do quite well against IM tonight too. We're just waiting for the coach for IM to show up here at the GOM TV Foreigner House, and we are going to get things started. I'm trying to think of more questions for you here. Now, you've lived at the GOM House pretty much since it became the GOM House, right?
Yeah, I think like 2 weeks after it got set up, 2 or 3 weeks. I don't remember exactly, but not right. Yeah, it was like not a long time after it got set up. So yeah. And
what do you think of the GOM House?
I think it's great because it's the main problem if you come here and you're not Korean. It's like to find a place to stay. If you're on a team, it's really expensive. I think it's even more expensive than in Paris where I lived before. And yeah, I think it's really good to help players who come here to get set up and get started in Korea. Like to give time to find a team or something. It's like to find a Korean team to live with and to practice with. And well, for now, since the players came from the World Championship, I think it was really good. If it can stay like this kind of environment the whole time, I think it will be a great place to stay.
Okay, awesome. So great place to come and hone your skills, and then also a good opportunity to maybe even get some practice time with some of the Korean teams too here. I know some people have been able to spend some time. You spent some time with Foyu, is that right, a while back? So, yeah, a lot of good reasons to come out to Korea, of course, if you are a pro player that wants some more practice here. I think that's about it. If I can't think of any more questions, it's kind of an on-the-spot interview. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about? Any shout-outs or anything like that?
No. I don't think I have anything special to say. I'm going to qualify next time. I can say that. Beside that, I don't know. Keep watching.
All right, yeah, that's right. Karn does stream on Team Liquid, so keep an eye out for his stream. Yeah. And Torch, what? He's trying to make like directing motions.
All right, so we're gonna move over to switching so that TT1 will get interviewed now.
Hey, all right.
Since he's been trolling in the background constantly, so we got to give him his little spotlight. So for you guys know, he was one of the better placing foreigners in the World Championship Team League, as well as the actual World Championship itself. So we'll bring him on and ask him a few questions.
TT1, come on. Come on. Have a seat. For Moonglade?
Just for Moonglade.
All right. Hello.
Hi.
You looking good?
I'm very tired.
That's right.
Well, speak into the mic or it won't pick you up at all.
That's right.
So, but
He says tired.
the mic?
I'll move it over to you when I want you to talk. Okay. So here you are in Korea, all the way from Canada, here to compete in the World Championship. You had some pretty notable wins, actually. Do you want to take us through those games and kind of how you felt before and then after?
Versus San, I got lucky. He brought his stalkers in my base. Wow, this feels like right inside my mouth.
How it has to be.
Versus San, yeah, that's what happened. Versus Nada, I got lucky again. He did a Banshee build, and my build like automatically counters with the Banshee build. So yeah, 2 lucky wins. Hopefully next time it's going to be less luck and more skill.
All right, it looks pretty skillful to me, but whatever. I mean, you're the one who played the game, so I guess the other thing is that you're sick at StarCraft 2, but you're also sick too. So to be able to get those wins while being a little bit under the weather, even more impressive there. Glad to see you're doing a little bit better anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's see. You made it fairly far in the World Championship tournament. You got to the second round, I believe, and you had to play against, I can't remember who you played against now.
Marine King. First round Moonglade, second round Marine King.
That's right. So you did unfortunately get knocked out by Marine King, but it does happen. He is pretty good. Have you met him on the ladder since that day?
No, I have not. Well, I probably did, but he probably has a Korean name or something, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if I did anyways.
I see. Any notable ladder games lately that you'd like to talk about?
I don't know. It's hard to keep track of all the players because they have Korean names. I noticed the ones that I always like try to remember the good players, how their Korean ladder name looks like, but it's kind of hard to keep track of all the players because you can't read Korean, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, I think I played a few games with Rainbow, a few games with Ganzi. Those are good players. I'm Yonghwa. His name is English, so it's easy to keep track of. He's a very good Protoss. I think we're going to be playing him today, so he's a very good Protoss, and I think he's going to do very well in the future GSLs as well.
So speaking of playing against I'm Youngwon, the other guys from I'm, what are your predictions for the house battle versus Incredible Miracle tonight?
Every time I play a match and my teammates play a match, we expect to win. So nothing's going to be different this time. So we're going to for sure expect to win. Probably maybe like with an 8-6 score, unless if Huck and General play. If not, probably like 5-3 or 5-2, something like that.
All right. Good predictions, I'd say. So now you're probably leaving this weekend. After that, what's the next event you're going to? What's the schedule look like for TT1 in the next month or two?
After I leave, I have a few IGN matches I have to play. We have the IGN League. NASL is going to start this probably like in 1 week or so. The next LAN is probably going to be MLG. After that, I have no idea. So basically, NASL is going to be my main focus. And probably the next MLG LANs and IGN events, most likely.
All right, so right now you're living down in Florida right now, right? And do you want to tell us a little bit about the living experience down there right now with those guys?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have the chance to spend a lot of time with them. I got there last week, the week before I got here, so 2 weeks ago. And right when I got there, we had to leave to San Francisco for an IGN meeting. And then when I got back, I had to go to Korea. So I spent like maybe 3-4 days with everyone. It was fun living with a good friend, Kiwikaki, Druby, and Katz. They're very good players. So I had some very good practice games before coming here, and that definitely got me ready for the show match, the Korean show match. Hopefully I can get back fast so I can practice a bit more because I don't feel like I've been practicing very well lately. Right now in Korea, I'm very tired because I've been getting sick and the time conflicts and everything. So whenever I'd get up like I'd be super tired. So it's hard to ladder in those type of conditions. Hopefully I get back home and I feel more at ease, relaxed with my environment, so I could focus on practicing a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, we wish you the best. Hope you feel better too. I have one more question for you, and then I'll let you go. Maybe get some rest. Probably just ladder though, right? Yeah, probably just ladder. But your teammate, Sen, is here. You're like the only person who's got a teammate actually on the foreigner team here with them. How's it been actually getting to spend some more time with Sen and just being able to play in this World Championships with a teammate?
Sen is a really, really cool guy. He's probably the funniest guy out of all of us, but everyone's pretty funny. But Sen, he's probably like one level above all of us, even though his English is kind of, we could still understand him. But yeah, he's a very funny guy. He's like the prankster out of all of us. And man, this guy, he freaking snores like a jet plane at night. So it's been kind of hard for us to sleep. This morning at like 7 a.m., the Maga, Sen, and Moro were still practicing. And we just hear like a random scream that wakes up everyone in the house. And of course, it was Sen yelling at Protoss or some Protoss imbalance or something like that. So yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's a nice guy, and he's a very funny person as well.
Yeah, it's been a ton of fun hanging out with you guys these last couple weeks. And, yeah, I guess this is a point in the interview where you're going to let you do your shout-outs and things like that. Who do you want to talk about?
My shout-outs, thank you to Fnatic for supporting me with all my LANs and everything. Thanks to all the sponsors of Fnatic as well. Thanks to all the foreigners that have been keeping me company during this past week or so. Hopefully we can give you guys a nice match tonight versus IM. And thanks to all the fans for watching, too, as well.
I'm sure you will. Thank you for the interview, TT1. Go get some ladder practice and maybe a little bit of rest, a little bit of water, vitamins maybe.
Yes, sir.
All right. And so we need to grab someone else here.
White Raw.
Who should we grab? White Raw?
Interview?
He just says, what?
Dimaga's sleeping.
Dimaga's sleeping. We can't interview him. That'd be a boring interview. Oh, his game just started. No, he's watching a replay.
We already started. We need opponent.
Maro's in the game. Waira,
Yeah.
you want to do an interview?
Yeah.
All right. Come on over. Come here. All right. He just finished his game. We're going to have White Ross sit down in here and do an interview. All right. So here we are. We're here with, I think the screen's on right now. Oh, no, we've got the other screen. No, now we're gone. All right, there's a little bit of information about White Ross that I can't read from here, but you guys can read it. And we're back. And we're not back. We're still on that thing. There we go. Nice transition to me and White Ross. How's it going, White Ross?
All good. I'm feeling good myself, and we have flag.
That's right. That is the flag from the World Championships. We took it from the studio. We're going to put it up on the wall here at some point. But for now, it's just been kind of like hanging over people's chairs here and there. So you just finished a game on the ladder?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I win.
You win?
Yeah, try new build.
Who were you playing against?
Some Zerk, but Korean. Yeah, Korean. it's all.
I see. Okay, so trying a new build. We won't ask you about it. We'll let you save it and then show us in an actual match sometime what the new build is all about. But I guess my first question for you is how have you enjoyed being out in Korea these past couple weeks competing in the World Championship? How's it been?
Yeah, it's very good, but here I practice a lot, but I think I tired at practice. I need break, maybe take 2 days after I back to my country, and after I relax, I can play better, because here you practice a lot, check I'll build orders, any tactics, you prepare for any surprises, so you just need time, think about you get many information, many practice, and choose best way for you, and show good game in future.
Yeah, you guys have been playing a ton since you've got here. You and Damaga especially are usually up till like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. practicing, sleeping during the day, getting up at night to play.
You change time. It's very hard, because normally we go sleep in night, yeah. But here we go sleep near 8 p.m., 10, a.m. in morning, or maybe in days. It's crazy.
Kind of keeping the same schedule from your home country, but in Korea, so you're here at night. Although it's not quite that far off, but yeah. So what's the biggest difference that you've seen between players on your home server and players in Korea? Like, what are the big differences that you've noticed between the two regions?
Korean, more aggressive players, many cheese tactics, all-in, and it's really hard, because all games 50%, so you not expect some surprise, cannon rush, proxy gate, timing push, 6 pull rush or belling push. You not know what happened in after 1 minute game. So it's more hard, and of course very good micro control and very good macro game. It's very hard play, more hardest, play in Korean server, because here I starting play I have -5, now I have +5, but it's win ratio maybe 53%. Very hard, yeah. I maybe because I lost 80% my PvP match. I try find the way how stop forget push, not use the same build, but I can't find working build right now.
The 4-gate is especially devastating on the Korean server, that's true. Now, you did take a game off of OGS MC in the World Championships. Can you kind of take us through that game against MC, kind of what your plan was, and then how you were able to kind of execute that plan and win the game?
I just my scouting, I see third talent he making, and make more props, and I think it's not 4-gate push, macro game. And I not make second and third tracks, make faster robotics. So and prepare my surprise, like drop prism. It's my my sweetie.
I think he was pretty surprised about the War Prism.
Yeah, and plus, but it's you need micro, very good micro, because tactics good. You can use it to tactics, but if you not have good micro, you tactic not work. So I prepare for this game, and I show my best. Tactics and micro, and take this game.
All right, so tonight you guys are playing against the incredible Miracle House. Have you played against any of these guys on the ladder yet? And what do you think? How do you think you're going to do tonight?
Yeah, I think we play many, but I not know who is play because in Korean hieroglyph and I don't understand anything in Korean language. I play both play TSL game and here and it's Korean again language and I not understand anything. It's maybe someone see my show match when I play with Bomber. I miss to nuclear rocket. And not heard nuclear range detected, yeah, when you play normal. And something in Korean say you not, yeah, you not know. Yeah, and they see, where's my worker? It's free, 50 supply.
I know what you mean.
And no workers into base. It's of course GG. Yeah, it's very hard. I think we need the English version here. It's more better for a non-Korean player.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I always forget to build supply depots, and then they're telling me that in Korean, and I have no idea what they're saying because it's not in English. But yeah, well, what can you do? So, who out of the Incredible Miracle team, which person on the team do you want to play against the most?
Maybe MVP, because I think my PvT now best, and PvZ not bad, and PvP and worse. No Protoss.
Okay. Yeah. No Protoss, so.
Protoss my worst matchup. I have 18 or 19% loss ratio.
Oh, okay, all right. So hoping against MVP, at least a Terran, maybe a Zerg, but not Protoss. So now you're leaving this weekend, going back home. You said you're going to take a couple days off to relax, get your rest in and everything like that. And then what's the next big event we're going to see you in?
2012. Yeah, 12 April we have a big LAN in big tournament in Sweden. It's 8 invite players play here, and I prepare for this tournament. Here play Boxer, MC, Hack, Jinro, many good players, and of course I want to show my best and try make best my work. Yeah.
All right, well, best of luck to you there. And this is the point in the interview where we'll let you do shout-outs and things like that. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that point in the interview yet.
So guys, just to give you an update, we do have everything figured out. We will be getting started with the games in less than 10 minutes. The confusion is that the IM coach is actually being caught up at the GumTV studio, having to do profile videos and stuff like that for the GSL. So he will not be coming to the house now. Hopefully he can later, but it is getting very late here in Korea, so we might not actually be getting a showing from him. However, we do have the IM players in the channel now, and we are going to start getting this off the ground in just a few moments. So we'll be going muted for a little bit while we get set up, and then we'll be ready to go live.